lost to Oweko Magic Stars 3-0. And then Nyaravur All Stars also did play Alpha Rising Stars, and Alpha Rising Stars did beat Nyaravur All Stars 1-0 to see to it that they get to proceed to there is the next preliminary stage in there. More of the games within there is the preliminary stage yet to come through. We've not seen the likes of the Pakwachi Youngsters play. There is Johanna in there. This game was supposed to be yesterday, but one of their players, I think, lost the son, and they requested for a push. So when that game will be played is definitely something that we shall also be giving you here. And just like I had said, two Crested Cranes defenders will be in action today. There is the CAF Women's Championship League, as of course their sides or the clubs that they play for. There is Masa Football Club take on Edo Queens. These players include Shanida Nancha, Aisha Nantongo. In their first Group B match, Masa Football Club, of course, had to defeat Mamelodi Sundowners Ladies Football Club, and Nancha was voted a player of the month during that very game in there. And then also somehow Odilo, of course, is ongoing, and our own here is doing very well. I am talking about there is Oasis. Remember, they did represent us in there, and in match day 3, we were able to get through some of the results where we did see Ineza Primary School being beaten by Good Foundation Primary School 8-0, and then Source of Light Primary School and Aterai Primary School did have a goalless draw in there. And then also Hope Primary School lost to our own. There is Oasis Primary School 6-0, and then Prime View Education Center and Habanon Quality Academy played a 1-1 draw in there. And that, of course, did see our own there is Oasis come through there is the semi-finals for the girls in there, and these semi-finals will be going down today. And there is Wednesday within the Odilo Championship 2024 in the girls category. Wednesday 13th November 2024 in the semi-finals that went down in the morning. We did see Aterai Primary School taking on Prime View Education Center, and then at 10 a.m. our own that is representing West Nile, there is Oasis Primary School did have a date with there is a Source of Light Primary School in there. And then for the classifications game, or if you like, you can say the third place players there. At 9 a.m. we did see Ineza Primary School versus Hope Primary School, and then a Good Foundation Primary School also took on a Habanon Quality Academy in there. And of course, this is quite a very good one for our. This is quite a very good one for, of course, our girls in there. And the boys are also, I should say, the boys are also doing very well in some of those games. Just like you have seen, they are beating in people for fun. You're seeing a team beat the opponents 6 goals, 8 goals. I mean, in the first game, Oasis, there is in the boys category, did beat the opponents 6, and they kept in the consistency of beating in the opponents for fun, I should say. So in the Odilo, I think it's quite always a very good one for the teams that come from West Nile, particularly Arua City in there. And also somehow the volleyball community is also taking in shape and rallying. There is behind Silva Owinjo, who is also representing there is team Uganda. The Uganda Volleyball Fraternity calls on everyone to join them in supporting the treatment of Elonyi's young player Silva Owinjo. Owinjo sustained a serious leg injury, fracturing a bone during Elion's 3-0 loss to Nemo Stars in there. The injury will unfortunately sideline him as he recovers from the fracture. As the National Volleyball League resumes today, Nemo Stars has announced that all proceeds from today's games will be donated to Elion Volleyball Club to aid Owinjo's treatment in there. As many of you know, Silver Owinjo suffered an injury that will require time, care and support to heal. And this definitely will keep him off the pitch, off play for quite some time because the fracture needs to, of course, needs to get well, and the boards need to get back to their usual positions before he can get back into the field of play. And a donation, of course, a box is being run at the Elon volleyball team in there. And wherever you could be watching us from, you can as well make a follow-up to, of course, see how you can, see how you can help in there. Remember, the National Volleyball League is ongoing. And in the fixtures today, Wednesday, we have some games that will be going down, where we shall be seeing Ndeje taking on KAVC at 6 p.m. and then also Ndeje will be playing at Nemo Stars at 8 p.m. in there. There is the National Basketball League down there. And AFCON 2025 seems to be taking a shape, and I want us to look at some of the teams that really need to qualify, and which teams are already out. Just a quick reminder, because, you know, AFCON doesn't go once. The qualifiers doesn't go once like the original one, but this time will be in Morocco. But this time around, the qualifiers comes in stages. There is where it goes rapid, like for a week, where we see all nations coming through to represent, and then somehow they also go in for a break, allowing the players that are representing in the national team to also go through and represent the clubs that they are playing for. The 24 teams that will play in, there is the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations will be known by next week, as we head into the final 2 rounds of the qualifiers in the current international break. In the already 7 nations, including hosts Morocco, have confirmed their presence at the 35th edition. Along former champions, there is Algeria, DR Congo, Egypt, and Senegal, respectively. Others are 1998 semi-finalist Burkina Faso and so far perfect Angola. But who will join them after match day 5 and match day 6, and what do they need to, of course, join in the rest of the nations or the rest of the countries that already have booked in slots for there is AFCON against that this time around will be played in Morocco. Meanwhile, Burundi, Liberia, Eswatini, Namibia, South Sudan, and Malawi have no chance, even if they collect all remaining 6 points. Definitely, theirs is a kaput. They should just wait for the AFCON qualifiers, possibly after next year, where they will be coming through bigger and better. Some of you should be wondering which country is Eswatini. Eswatini was formerly called, I think, Switzerland, somehow like that. And they now, under their kingship, decided to be called Eswatini in there. And in some of the qualifications, what the teams need to do, or the teams that still have chances to qualify need to do in their various groups to book slots into the AFCON against AFCON 2025 in Morocco. Group A, Tunisia has 7 points, Comoros has 6 points, Gambia has 5, and Madagascar has 2 points, meaning it is a qualification for there is Tunisia and Comoros, as Madagascar pack and go and wait for the next. Tunisia in this game need 3 points to seal qualification, and they host Madagascar on match day 6, while for Comoros and Gambia, they face off a decisive match for either of them to book in a qualification. In Comoros win, if Comoros win, they will have a sealed qualification before the final round in there. And then looking at Group B, in Group B, we have Morocco, that of course leads that very table with 12 points, and then Gabon that leads with 7 points, and then 3 points, and then Lesotho, Central Africa with African Republic with of course 3 points in position number 3, meaning the mathematics here is Central African Republic must win against Lesotho and hope Morocco maintain perfection when they take on Gabon on there is a match day 5. However, Gabon, who need to match Central African Republic's result remain strong candidates for there is the second position in there. And in Group C, we have Egypt that leads the table with 12 points, and then Botswana with 6, Cape Verde with 3 points, and then Mauritania that has 3 points only. Botswana are strong favorites to join already qualified Egypt, but need to beat the Pharaohs on match day 5. A winner between Cape Verde and Mauritania will give itself a very big chance in the final round, especially if Egypt beat there is Botswana in there. And then also coming through to look at Group D. Group D, of course, has Nigeria. Group D has Nigeria that, of course, has 10 points. They are followed by Benin that has 6 points, and then Rwanda that has 5 points, and then last in that group on the table standings we have Libya. So the mathematics is as follows. Nigeria will look to, of course, secure their place with a victory over, of course, Benin, while Rwanda must beat Libya in Kigali in their next match to make the final round fixtures a spectacular one. If Benin beat the Super Eagles, there is Nigeria, and Rwanda get 3 points over Libya, the final round will come with all top 3 with a chance of sealing in qualification and stepping foot into the reserve AFCON 2025 that will go down in Morocco. Meanwhile, in Group E has Algeria that has accumulated 12 points, and then followed by Equatorial Guinea that has 7, Togo 2, Liberia 1. Togo must beat already eliminated Liberia to stand a chance going into the final round, while a second-placed Equatorial Guinea will hope to secure their place with a victory against a perfect Algeria. Equatorial Guinea will qualify regardless of any results. If Togo fail to secure maximum points against Liberia, meaning Liberia will definitely have to go through. And then Group F. And Group F has Angola sitting in position number 1 with 12 points, Sudan with 7, Ghana with 2, Niger with 1. The Black Stars of Ghana have destiny out over their hand as they must win their remaining 2 matches versus Angola and Nigeria to qualify, and hope Sudan falter in all their final 2 matches to see that this is success. Niger, despite sitting bottom with 1 point, still have an outside chance if they win all 2 matches, and Sudan plus Ghana falter. And coming to Group G, there is Ivory Coast 9, position number 1, Zambia 7, Sierra Leone 4, Chad 2. Holders Ivory Coast require 1 win to seal their place and face Zambia away and Chad home. They appear like they will get the desired results, leaving Zambia versus Sierra Leone in the final round as the ultimate decider for either of them. Outsiders Chad can also still make it if they win their final 2 games, and hope Sierra Leone and Zambia don't win in their games. The mathematics is getting very stiff in there is the AFCON qualifiers, just like we have seen a lot of countries that still have chances to qualify. There is based on the remaining 2 games, there is a match day 5 and match day 6 respectively. And Group H has Congo, Guinea, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. A perfect Democratic Republic of Congo are already there, with Guinea, Tanzania, and Ethiopia fighting for the remaining spot. Tanzania must beat Ethiopia and hope Guinea and Congo. Guinea beats or Guinea loses the game to there is a Congo before the 2 face off in Dar es Salaam in there is a final round of match day 6 in there. For Guinea, avoiding defeat against Tanzania will surely take them to the promised land, regardless which result they get against Sebastien Dezabre's men. These are the Democratic du Congo people. Group I has Mozambique 8, Mali 8, Guinea-Bissau 4, Eswatini 1. The top of the table clash on round 5 will have a significant impact, as a winner will confirm qualification. Guinea-Bissau will hope to capitalize on there is any slip-ups, especially from Mozambique, who they face in their final group game that will be on a match day 6 in there. But first, they must beat already eliminated Eswatini on match day 5 to stand a chance. Group J has there is Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Kenya, and of course Namibia. The indomitable Lions are already qualified, leaving the other slot for either Zimbabwe or Kenya respectively. Kenya must win their remaining matches against Namibia and Zimbabwe and hope the Zimbabweans don't win their match against Cameroon. There is if there's going to be a chance for Kenya, of course, to go through. Zimbabwe need to match Harambee Stars results to there is reach the promised land. Group K has Team Uganda that has 10 points, sitting first on the table. South Africa that has 8 points. Congo has 4, and South Sudan has no points in there. Uganda need just 1 point in the remaining 2 fixtures to qualify, while South Africa need 3 to confirm their place in Morocco for the AFCON 2025. However, both Uganda and South Africa will qualify with 2 matches to play in case South Sudan deny Congo victory in Juba. That will be tomorrow, Thursday. Group L has Burkina Faso, Senegal, tied at 10-10, Burundi 3, and then Malawi has no point. The only already decided group with both Burkina Faso and of course Senegal already qualified on an assailable leads. They face off in round 5 in a fixture that will literally decide who tops the group, with Burundi and Malawi already eliminated in there. So this is how the entire nation or the entire groupings over the different countries look like on the table standings based on the games they have been playing, and which countries have qualified, which ones need more efforts, others need to of course secure in all the 6 points in the 2 games remaining and all that. So it's quite a little bit hard. It's quite a little bit hard for some of the clubs. And remember, still within the AFCON, Uganda will be taking on South Africa. And the South Africa coach, Bruce Worry, is wary of playing already qualified Uganda Cranes. Hugo Bruce wants South Africa to end year 2024 on a high by qualifying for AFCON 2025. But is already wary of facing Uganda on, of course, this coming Friday. The Bafana make the trip to Nambole on November 15th. Remember, today is 13th. Second place in Group K with, of course, 8 points, 2 behind Uganda, and the AFCON winner with Cameroon is aware of what to expect at the home of Uganda. The Belgian guided the South Africans to third place in the last edition of AFCON and wants a nice ending for the team. We can, in his own words, he says, we can end 2024 on a fantastic note. We started the year very well with the bronze medal at the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, or you can say Ivory Coast, and it would be nice to end it with qualification for AFCON again. He said Bruce believes Uganda, who still need a point to seal qualification, are already qualified and will pose a big danger to his charges, who want to complete the campaign early by qualifying in Uganda. That will be on Friday at Nambole. We will try to qualify in the first game against Uganda. It will not be easy because we are all playing against an opponent who is already qualified and who is confident over its squad and its team. I think Team Uganda played very good qualifiers, and they are playing at home. But in the past, we succeeded in winning difficult games, and we know we can do it because we have quality in the team, says the gaffer that is spearheading the Bafana Bafanas. The two sides are settled for a 4-goal thrilling draw in the opening match of the campaign, but both have a chance to seal a qualification at Nambole if South Sudan deny a third placed Congo a win in Juba. That will be tomorrow, just like I had earlier on said in there. So the AFCON qualifiers is of course becoming very hard. Just like I had said, every other team seems to be wanting to go in there for the qualifiers are in there. And then coming down to the country, there are a lot of coaches that of course are being shown the axe. Remember, Amid already asked in their coach, and Chiinda Boys, head coach in Simbe, throws in also the towel as we